check the description box below and don't forget to hit that like button. Hello gods and goddesses, CoCo here with your CoCo from the Dark podcast, where we connect with the Most High, our emotions, and the innermost parts of ourselves that tries to elude us at every turn. This is a space of not only connecting and healing, but also to give you the confirmations and the answers that you've been seeking. So thank you so much for being here with me, and thank you for being willing to connect with you. Namaste. So this is episode 8 of the CoCo from the Dark podcast series. I feel like this message is for light workers or people who are on a path to building a brighter future is what I'm hearing. I got some channeled messages, and just for full disclosure, I was kind of on the fence about these messages, even though, I'm never usually on the fence. These messages had me on the fence because I feel like that's the energy that I'm picking up of whomever I'm speaking to. I feel like some of you do acts of service for other people. And sometimes you get to a point where you don't know if this is what you really want to do. Like, it's what you want to do, but you don't know if it's really what you want to do. I'm hearing that you don't always feel sometimes that it's worth it. But I'm just going to get into the channel messages, the downloads that I received earlier in the day, and then we'll get into some more messages. I just saw 1, 2, 3 on the clock, so that may be significant to someone. I know it's significant to me. So the very first question was, how much do you love what you do? And the title that I channeled, and it, of course, the titles come to me at night now, but the title that I channeled was, how deep is your love? And the love that we're speaking about now is love for others and love for, what it is you do. So a lot of this feels like questions. Maybe you have a lot of questions. I don't know. I feel an energy of uncertainty, even though I don't feel uncertain in what I do. I mean, I used to. Don't get me wrong. I used to have this energy, but now I don't. But this energy is from the collective. Like, you have a lot of questions, you have a lot of concerns, and you do like a lot of thinking about what it is that you do or what it is that you want to do. So let's get into it. It says, how much do you love what you do? And if you don't love it, why are you doing it? Do you think it's possible to find things that you do love about it? Like, are there things about what you do that you actually do like? Maybe like specific things, not as a whole or something like that. I'm also getting an energy of like, what is the word? Like someone who helps, like a public servant. I'm getting an energy of that where you have to go in for a 9 to 5, because I'm picking up an energy of there are some other oracles out there, or tarot readers, or channelers, mediums, whatever you resonate with. I'm getting an energy that message is for that group, but I also feel like it's for a group of people who have a 9 to 5 where they are catering to the public. But anyway, can you think of things that you do love about what you do? Is it the act, or is it the people that diminishes your love for what you do? Would you rather do something you despise and get paid, or do something you love and have to await financial rewards? Sometimes doing what you love costs more than it pays, but the fulfillment that you get from these tasks are payment enough. Or, I know it's easy to say that, it's payment enough, but you have to be mindful that I also am, an active servant as well. And I go through bouts where I don't see any financial reward, but I still do it because I love what I do. So that's why I can say with confidence that it's the fulfillment, it's worth it. No matter if, people invest in you or pay you enough or not, it's still worth it because you're helping people. And that's the goal, to help people. Each one, reach one, teach one. If you didn't have to pay money to live life, if you could, for instance, live by the barter code, what would you be doing? What would you decide to do for work, or quote unquote work then? Would it still be what you're doing now? Would it be something different? Would you do what moves you then if you didn't have to worry about finances? Would you allow others to dictate your actions, or would you move more authentically to your heart? More authentic with your heart and your soul, how you feel, what your passions are. Would you be ashamed to live out your passions, or would you be bold? Do you even remember the things that move you? Are you actually living out your passions, or are you just doing something to make the buck, to make money? And when I hear buck, it's coming up again about animals with antlers or horns. So they may be significant to you. You may see them in passing. You may see them on TV. Um, I don't know. I just get a sense that someone sees these animals in some shape, form, or fashion because they keep coming up. Um, okay, so it says, look around you. Are those people that are around you, are they happy? Are they high vibrational? Are you? Are you happy and high vibrational? And I heard after that a call to action, and that was in quotations. And this feels like someone who is not following their passions, but they're working like a 9 to 5. And your passion, like what it says next, is your mission on this planet ties directly into your passions and doing the things that you love. So I feel like the things that you love and the job that you're actually working, for some of you, is nothing. They don't even compare. They're nowhere near the same. And I feel like you're being called to follow your passions. You're being called to step out on faith and take a chance on doing the things that you love. Now, for some people, that doesn't sound practical, but for others, that's how a lot of people earn their living. That's how a lot of people gain success, by following their heart, following their passions. So, um, the last question that I see that was raised before the subject changes is, are you interested in contributing for the good of all, or just for yourself? And I feel like the answer to that question, and of course the other questions, is going to help you to like make some decision that you're going to have to be making very soon. I just saw 8:08 on the clock. So I don't know, y'all. I feel like someone is being like called out. Someone's being called out who is actually in acts of service, and someone's being called out who needs to be in acts of service, but is trying to earn a living first. And don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. There's nothing wrong with earning a living. I mean, you got to pay to live nowadays. It's not like it was back in the day where, there were villages and everybody went out and did the garden and hunting the food and all that thing, all of those things. It's not like that anymore now. You have to pay for every single thing. So it's very understandable if you would rather work to have things instead of doing things that make you happy or doing things that help yourself and help others. It's understandable. I mean, when I put it like that, it don't really sound right, but you get the picture. So for some reason, this came up and it says facts are just the theories of a person with high public recognition or certain credentials. So it's like a fact is only a fact to whoever believes it. It says facts in certain programming get proved wrong all the time. And the next message is this is where belief in oneself and belief in a bigger picture comes into play. Having an open mind and an open heart, being willing to change or compromise, being willing to take action or speak up. So those are the downloads that I got earlier, the channeled messages that I received. And I pray that you take some time to connect with yourself, to connect with the things that you love, to connect with what are you really working for? What are you really doing it for? If bills wasn't an issue, what are you working for? Because if that's your one reason to be working at where you're working at, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be like some rethinking. Just heard recalibration. So let's see what other messages the Most High has for you. Your spirit team, my spirit team, our spirit teams. I saw 111 and then I just saw 1111. I feel like somebody is not happy. Dragonflies may be significant. Someone's not happy. I feel like there's this energy that I'm picking up on, that there's like some discontentment within yourself and within your family setting. This is like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I always say that and I'm always honest with y'all, but these last few readings since the Mercury retrograde started have felt like there's been a lot of spiritual attacks. There's been a lot of overthinking, a lot of emotional blockages, a lot of what is the word? I'm hearing disingenuine, but it's something about like disconnections in the family. I feel like for some of you that some people close to you feel like you're not doing the right things. They feel like you're not taking the right steps. You're not making the right moves. And that's all fine and dandy for them to think. You know, what everybody thinks, that's their business. I just saw 4 on the clock. That's their business. What's your business is how you feel. How do you feel about what you do? You know, it's not, you don't have to concern yourself with what other people are thinking or what they're saying, even if they're saying it to you, but it doesn't feel like they're saying it to you. It feels like this energy of like, they're not saying things to you, but they're saying things to people, other people you're close to or people around you. Like there are discussions being had and you're not in the room. They feel like I'm gonna pull a few more on this, but you know, we don't like to dip too much into this energy right here because you know it's heavy. It weighs you down. It lowers your vibration. We really just bring up these messages to let you know or to like confirm any suspicions that you may have. Yes, there are people close to you that don't dig what you do. They don't think that you're making the best decisions and they don't fully support you. I also feel like though they can't deny that you're doing something. They can't deny it. They see it because it's like the proof is in the pudding. They see it. But instead of coming to you about it, they just, you know how people huddle up at the water cooler. But just be mindful of the company that you keep and the things that you share with people. Even if you love these people, that doesn't mean to share everything with them. And, wait until after everything's said and done. Yeah, said and done. But so this energy that's coming out now, I just heard the money and the power. What can you say? I can't get the words, but he came up like, once I get rich, you can't say nothing to me now, huh? Like, you got all this stuff to say, but then when I get rich, or when I become wealthy, or when my status changes, then no one has anything to say. But it feels like this energy of, once you get up to where you're being elevated to, you're going to be peaceful. You're going to be peaceful with these people. You're going to be patient with these people. And for some, you're going to create things with them. A lot of times people have misguided notions about other people, especially when the process in which another person moves looks different. People have a tendency to judge based off of their own programming, what they grew up seeing, and what they feel like is the right way to do things. But once you blow up, is what I'm hearing. Once you elevate, people are going to see you in a different light. And it's not to say that some of these people aren't going to be switching sides just because of, clout or things like that. But it's going to also be people who, they just didn't know. They didn't know. They did not know any better. So they did what they knew to do. And I feel like you're going to be building something with these people, with the ones who are genuine, at least. You cannot knock people for how they grew up. I mean, you can knock them for not wanting to change, but you can't knock them for how they grew up. Something about spiders, crocodiles, alligators, sea turtles, or snapping. It's a snapping turtle. And I definitely see a horned animal. That may be your spirit animal at this time. Google the spiritual meaning of horned animals. Just whichever horned animal comes up for you, whether it be a ram, a bull, a deer, whatever it is, like, Google the spiritual meaning for yourself, because there's a message there for you. Something about the peace sign. Okay, so since I just saw this today, I cannot remember the creator who brought it up, but the peace sign is an inverted rune. And I cannot think of what the rune is, but I know that it's significant because it's coming up in your reading. So, I don't know. I know that she said, I think her name is Francesca on TikTok. I feel like it is. But she said that to activate this rune, it is a rune of prosperity. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but it's the rune where it looks like the peace sign, but inverted and without the circle. But in order to activate this rune, you put the circle, you put a circle around it. So that's significant to somebody. I'm not sure what the significance is, but I definitely feel it's significant for someone. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna remember to input the information on what this rune is. So I just saw it today, so it should be easy to find. But, well, it'll be the day before, because this is going to post on Wednesday. So I saw it on Tuesday. But anyway, it's significant. Um, Daisies may be significant to someone, or flowers in general. I don't know if I mentioned this to you before, but somewhere, I don't know if it's all the Krogers or what, but the Krogers are having their $6.99 sale on their roses. If you want to get you some roses at a good deal. So that message is for somebody. There is some trickster energy surrounding you. But we already know this. This is not new to us. If you have been riding with me for a while, or even if you just started tuning in for the past few episodes, you know that there's some trickster energy around trying to like throw off your balance, throw off your chi is what I heard. Remain focused, regain focus. I know that sometimes it's, you can get a little razzle dazzle. Things bother you. Like, look, me and my youngest, we were at Wendy's today. She wanted Wendy's. She wanted to buy herself some Wendy's, so we went. The line long, of course, after school, the line's always long. So we wait in the line, wait in the line, wait in the line. Then I get up to the speaker, right? And it's like one car in front of me at the window. Then there's this big space, and then me at the speaker. I'm sitting, 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 sitting. Then I'm like, maybe it's me. Maybe I didn't hear it or something. So I'm like, hello. Nothing. I sat, sitting, sitting, sitting. I said, hello. Nothing. And I know this person just got their food. I know they open. Ain't no problem, no issues, nothing. So I pull up to the window. And this young lady, I already knew it was a problem because I saw her walk. You know how how a black woman had that walk with that attitude in her head. She had that ponytail and she just whipped her head when she opened the window. And I was like, I don't know if the speaker is working or not, but I didn't hear anything. And she was like, yeah, I didn't say nothing. I'm like, oh, okay. I say, well, I wanted to place an order. And she was like, okay, well, we're doing a shift change. I was like, oh, well, I didn't hear anybody say that. She said, yes, because I didn't answer you. I'm like, I was like, okay, me back in the day, it wouldn't have went down like that. But I am a healed individual. So I'm like, okay, so. And she's like, okay, you can pull around. Now, y'all know good and well that line, if it was long ahead of me, it's long behind me. Y'all. She tried me. She really did. So all I did was I pulled in the parking space right there. Nobody was behind me no more because obviously she said they're going through a shift change, so they're not taking orders. Me and my daughter just politely walk in, get our order. There's no one inside, and we leave right back out. And I'm just like, why was I being tested like that? Because why? And I just feel like that's in the collective. It's not just me. It's not just me being tested by random people or random situations or things like that. Like we got the message before someone was having car trouble. It's not just me. It's not just you. It's a lot of people in the collective, especially those who are trying to do the right things. Those who are, trying to live better than they used to be. I am better than I was yesterday. Those people right there, those are the ones that are getting hit with the tricks of the mind, with the spiritual warfare, with the spiritual attacks. So I feel like this is happening because it's triggering the things within us that still need healing. Because in my mind, I was pissed off, but you wouldn't have been able to tell that because, I'm very good at hiding it now, or at least pushing it down so that I can work through it on my own later. But I was pissed off. Why would you tell me to go around instead of just wait right here and I'll get your order? You gonna tell me to pull around? Mm-mm. Yeah, you can hear it. I was still a little razzle dazzle by it. But anyway, that let me know that I still had some healing to do at certain things because it shouldn't bother me that she got an attitude. People have attitudes because they got their own shit going on, right? And I know she got her own shit going on. She's young. She's looked like she in her early 20s or her late teens. So, you know, when they work jobs like that, sometimes they feel like it gives them authority to treat people, you know, a certain way. And I knew that. So I did not allow that to cause me to react. But I did think like, oh, I'm writing a review. My kids always like, Mama, you do not have to write a review about everything. Yes, I do. People need to know. Like I have to inform people. I have to inform people of what they're getting into when they go to certain places or what they could possibly get into. But I didn't write a review. That was my long rant. But it's just to let you know that these things that are surfacing are triggering you to allow you some space to heal some things that you have not completely healed. So this triggered you, or these things happened and it made you feel this way. Why did it make you feel this way? Even though you should know, we should know that everything already is already worked out for me. Everything always works out for me. So why did I let it bother me in that moment? So yeah, is that the message? This card keeps coming up. Somebody. We're gonna say. I guess we're gonna end on a good note. We got these people who, you know, they don't support you. They, you know, all of that. But somebody supports you very much so. Hawks may be significant. Ants are significant, or just eagles, or birds that represent power or strength. But I feel like someone is like honing in on you or zeroing in on you because they want to work with you. Somebody really wants to work with you. You inspire somebody. They enjoy your energy. They want more of it. You give them strength. You give them confidence. You help them to get through transitional periods, and you inspire them. I think I said that, but they want to work with you. Or this is you towards someone else. But I'm hearing new beginnings. So yeah, that was y'all message. I guess these are Mercury retrograde messages, I guess, because the energy has been feeling like it's been heavy. I can't describe it in any other way than it's been heavy. Like things are going on in the collective that bring us up, and then things are going on in the collective that try to razzle dazzle us. And it's like, are you going to remain vigilant with keeping your vibration high, or are you going to let these things, you know, mess with the progress that you've made over all this time? Because the progress, you know, it's not easy. And if you don't want to admit it, I'm gonna admit it. It's not easy being a peaceful being, especially if that's not how you grew up. If you did not grow up a peaceful being, it's not easy to be a peaceful being. And then things constantly come at you. And can you keep your calm? Can you keep your cool and find time on your own by yourself to work through those emotions? You know, so that you can be level headed when addressing things, if you need to address something. But yeah, that was your message. I send you all so much. I send y'all so much love and light and so much encouragement during this time, because I know that it's not easy. But when you come out on the other side, it's gonna be worth it. It's always worth it, but you're gonna feel the worth. You're gonna see the worth. Okay. So drink your water, stay hydrated, connect with your emotions, be grateful at all times. Love and light. Namaste.